Hello and welcome to Nismo TV, and here is the news. Jan Mardenborough in the Japanese F3 Championship dominated for most of the year, and in the final shootout at Sportsland Sugo, Jan didn't quite make it. Second 3 times. All he needed was 3 points, but he missed out on it, finishing second in the championship after a great season, which had 4 wins, 11 podiums, 6 pole positions, 6 fastest lap, and an amazing rookie season. The silver lining to the second position finish in the championship for Jan Mardenborough was that the Nissan Driver Development Program team, the BMAX, won the team's championship, and well deserved. And also Katsumatsu Chio made his return after that injury he sustained in the GT500 race a few weeks back. So it's all looking very promising for 2017, and a fantastic debut season of racing for Jan Mardenborough in Japan. In Europe, the final round of the Blancpain Endurance Series, a podium for the team of Bunkum, Ordonez and Takaboshi. Really a great finish to the season, and you can watch some of that here on Nismo TV. 2 seconds separating the top 3 cars after 3 hours of racing. That is a fantastic race to tune into. But there's also some big news from the United States. So, a question a lot of you have been asking, and me too, is will we see Nissan take part in the new Daytona Prototype International class in the IMSA Sports Car Series next year? We can now reveal is yes. The Extreme Speed Motorsport team has done a deal with Nissan NISMO to have powertrain, which is based on the GT3 engine, from Nissan to race 2 cars in the prototype class next year. So we will see Nissan racing on the high banks of Daytona. I cannot wait. Keep your calendars clear early next year. We have a special guest in the studio here on Nismo TV News. It's Ricardo Sánchez. Yay! Ricardo, welcome.
Welcome. This is very funny, mate.
So, you're getting ready for the next race, the final race, in fact, of the Blancpain Sprint Series in Barcelona. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's the last sprint race of the Blancpain GT series, and it's very important for us because we are fighting for the Silver Pro Cup Championship. We are currently running in 4th position, but the 3rd position is only 6 points ahead, and 2nd position is they are 12 points ahead. When we were very close to get our first win in Hungary, we finished P2, and now we want to finish P1. We want the victory in Barcelona. We will see how the car behaves. The circuit looks like suits the Nissan NISMO GT-R.
I know you've got the Blancpain Endurance Series, which you raced in last year, and you've got this is the Blancpain Sprint Series. So, I mean, as a driver, how does that make a difference?
Yeah, well, sprint races are 2 races on the weekend, 2 races of 1 hour. So we usually race on Saturday, and it's called qualifying race. And wherever we finish on this qualifying race of 1 hour, we start on Sunday the main race. So pretty much is half an hour each driver. In sprint race, everything is so aggressive from the start. We have a lot of contacts, we have a lot of close racing because, like I said, it's only 1 hour. We do tire change as well, so we can be very aggressive with the tires because it's only for half an hour, maybe 25 minutes. So you have to push really like 100% or maybe 101% on the car for these 10 minutes and then do the driver change. So it's a very intense racing, way harder than I would say than endurance.
So tell us about the GT Academy final in Mexico that you were at.
Yes, I was lucky to be in my country to do the national final, and there were 20 Mexicans. It was a really tough final because everyone they were very close. Let's say from these 20 finalists, only 6 guys made it to Silverstone. This year, 84,000 people participated on GT Academy. You can see the level of the group is stronger than my first year when I won. Fitness wise and also in the gaming, I think this time everyone were stronger, and on driving as well. So we will see how it goes here at the race camp in Silverstone.
have you seen any stars in your group? People you think could, really emulate you or go further and even be beating you this time next year?
Well, I don't think anyone will beat me. It's going to be down to how they manage the pressure, because it's not the same to race against your Mexican fellows in your country than move to another country and then to see this atmosphere, to live this atmosphere of different racing drivers from all over the world. And then it's not the same being in the racetrack in Mexico and being on Silverstone F1 circuit, So I think it's going to be all down how the guys work with the pressure and handle the pressure.
How do you advise someone to deal with the pressure in a situation like that? What trick? If you give one trick to deal with that sort of pressure.
Well, it's easy to say for me, but I am always under pressure, especially on race weekend. So I think everything is down to enjoy, relax. That's what worked for me in the final. I say, okay, I can't do anything. I just have to drive, just have to enjoy, and I think that's the best technique. But it's not easy to do when you have pressure. So when you manage to find this balance, I think that's the best thing to do. Just relax and enjoy.
Well, there's that brilliant piece of advice to close this off. Ricardo, thank you for joining us in the studio. So Ricardo's advice, it's great advice. Enjoy it. This week, the comments have been rather colourful. Mainly because we asked you to suggest liveries, paint jobs, colour schemes, any sort of Nissan race car. We wanted to see your ideas for paint schemes, and the first people to reply to this call for new paint schemes was the Harvey Norman team from Australia. They've decided to go and paint a Nissan Altima V8 supercar in this lovely bumblebee colour scheme, and they've actually gone so far, they've actually entered it into a race. Actually, in the last supercars race, the number 23 Nissan Altima of the Todd Kelly team, they turned up with a retro Datsun 1300 from 1966 livery and ran that in the race. But it kind of looks just a bit plain red. Moving on, plain colours, Steve Wardell has designed this cool orange livery on an Assetto Corsa for his GT-R. So that's a computer game, Assetto Corsa, and the orange livery just looks fantastic. It's brilliant. It's almost as good as Pink Zilla, which I know you all love. Meanwhile, other video game themes have been suggested. Satellite 964 suggests that a Deus Ex with black, gold and cool triangle patterns livery would be good. Well, let's see what your design looks like, Satellite 964. We'd love to see that. Nice Miata said an Emo GT-R livery. Emo GT-R? Emo GT-R? Emo GT-R? Get it? Emoji GT-R? No? Oh, okay. This Car Throttle have already done. So the guys at Car Throttle did the Gumball Rally in a GT-R, and they come up with this fantastic livery, and it is covered in emojis, and I think it looks fantastic. We need to see that livery on a race car. Sportivo Racer, he makes a comment at the 2 minutes 45 clip in one of our recent videos that he was excited to see himself in the GT Academy Team Australia finals and stuff to do with Silverstone. And well, if you see yourself in any of these clips, do interact on all of social media, like Stefan Reutenberg has done, and he has asked us to put this comment in the video. No, Stefan, we won't. Damn. Coming up, we are going to be live from the Blancpain Sprint Series finale at the Barcelona circuit. But next week, we have a special episode of Nismo TV news planned with the boss, the man in charge, Mike Carcamo, who is the boss of Nissan's global motorsport program. He is going to be here in the studio with us and maybe some special guests. We want to hear questions from you. We want you to ask us to ask him things, and it will be great. Tune in. Click subscribe as well, because then you'll definitely get it.
Now it's proper broken.
No, I killed it.